Hey there, YouTube fam. How's it going? Thank you so much for joining me. I have a lot to do today, but I want to hang out with you and share some positive vibes first and foremost. This is how I'm starting my day. Let's go. I just exercised and took a shower, so I'm spitzing all over the place. We're going to begin with the archetypes. I've already pre-shuffled the decks. Let's go. Top card is the heart. Bam. And on the bottom of that is the gem. Get out of here. Yes. I like it. Because of the gem. Where do you find gems? In the center of the mountains. And the heart is one of the most important and protected organs in our entire body. That and the brain, right? And that heart itself is a gem, you know, like think about things like diamonds, right? Diamonds in the rough and what it, Kitty, don't play with my crystals. Excuse you, Kona. She's so good at pulling off nonchalant, except that I know. So anyway, you know, that all that pressure and stuff that it takes to create a diamond. I like to, when I see the gem card, I like to think of those big open things of amethyst and shit, right? Oh, they're so pretty. And the heart, my goodness gracious, fam. The home, the center, the throne. It is possible from an imaginal point of view to sense the heart as a place. Either we are there within the realm of expansion and compassion, or we have drifted somewhere else. There is no in between. It is common for us to leave this archetypal center without realizing it, as the world, with its seductive twists and turns, offers us frequent departure. We may even become a stranger to the landscape of the heart, leaving it vacant for long stretches of time. The seat of the heart is often reclaimed by nature, music, dance. That's what I was doing. I was dancing. Hey, were you too? High five. And the presence of children or animals. This card encourages us to move past the layers of life's tangles and knots and enter the wild and sacred center of the self. The most precious throne in the galaxy is awaiting your return. Nice. And that had me thinking of the gem card, right? Deep down in the center. What about the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck? Let us see here. Shark, swim away from the situation. I don't know about you, but I keep seeing this card. What's going on? And on the bottom, bam. So for me, the bottoms of the deck, sorry, I haven't specified. The bottoms of the deck to me is like the main gist, the main vibe of what's going on when we're pulling from it. You know what I mean? And the bottom of this one is stars. You can manifest your every wish. Let me put it over here where it's not so shiny under. You can manifest your every wish, fam. Why couldn't you? Come on now. This is my channel. You can do whatever the heck you put your mind to. We're going to move on to I almost said oracle, the tarot. See if we can get some clarification. I don't know. I'm going to try. Shit. Just kidding. I like to think of the tarot as a story, right? And those are the prologue. So shark, that's kind of, in the book, they tend to refer to it as the lover's reverse. There's someone in your life who's basically out for blood. I love sharks, and I'm going to defend them to my death. But there's someone in your life who's a predator, who doesn't give a shit about you. They may try to act all cool or whatever the heck, and I think you know exactly who the heck I'm talking about. You don't deserve that, and they don't deserve you, fam. We may all be wherever we are on our parts of the journey and trying to recognize what people are and where they are without judgment, but fuck them. You don't need that shit, dude. I just cut the deck. I don't need to do it anymore. So chapter 1 is the Seven of Wands. Now, what did I say? Who are you answering to, right? There's always going to be that person. Chapter 2 is the world. Oh, I was just reading about that card in that Shamanic Kabbalah book. And chapter 3 is the Five of Cups. Okay. All right. I see you. Yeah, that 7 of Wands is coming up underneath the Shark card. And then we have 2 5s in a row. Then we have the 5 of Swords. All right. Underneath the 7 of Wands is going to be Justice. Hey-oh. It is time. Underneath the World is the 6 of Cups. Oh, heck yeah, babe. That's a good pair right there. Underneath the 5 of Cups is the Queen of Wands. Good, because we're going to talk about that, okay? And then under the 5 of Swords is going to be the Chariot. Fucking boosh. And the epilogue to the story is the 3 of Pentacles. Nice. We're going to save the bottom of the tarot for last. Let's go over it now. So the 7 of Wands is... I want you to remember that just because people don't understand what you're doing doesn't mean anything. They don't have to. It's not their life. It's yours, right? You're not doing anything wrong. And when you're on top of the world, literally, who are you answering to? What's up? Who are you fighting? Why? Battle's done. You're not doing anything wrong. And I feel like you recognize that and you know that, and you just need to, you know, I feel like that's a bit of a reminder, a friendly reminder that you don't, there's, like I was saying, there's always going to be that negative Nancy, that person who's like, well, you know, and well, I do know. I know what I'm doing, and I don't need your permission. Like, if you're not doing anything wrong, what's the problem, right? And whatever you have going on, this is not the time to bow down to anyone else. This is not the time to give in and be like, you're right, I don't know, like, blah, 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 okay, I'll do that. No, 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 no. This is the time to stick to it. You have every right to defend yourself. You don't have to be out for blood as well. You don't have to match their vibe. It's more, if they're not going to match yours, then they can go. Go along. Find someone who's better. Kitty ain't coming? No, she's teasing me. You know what I mean? Like, if this isn't it, cool. I wish you the best. Go find the one who is, and I'll do the same. Deuces. You know what I mean? And having Justice underneath, I feel is really solidifying it, that you're not doing anything wrong, right? This is like a balance going on, right? She's even got the scales. Some decks, she is actually blindfolded. Like Lady Justice tends to be blindfolded. She doesn't need to see. She knows. I was just reading about that too. It's more intuition. This is karmic balance. Balance in the spiritual realm. Like generational kind of crap, right? Balanced. Right? So don't you worry about it. If you have done something, take it with some grace. You know what I mean? Learn from your mistakes. Handle it with some grace. Just keep moving on. Either way, move on, right? But like, I feel like you've been led to believe that you have some answering to do to people. And no, you don't. You have, like, as long as you're good within yourself and you're secure within yourself and you know what you're doing, you're doing things with intention. You have cognizance with your words and such. What's the problem, right? Don't let that negativity mess with your head anymore, okay? Anymore. And going from that to the World. So originally the World was, if I'm not mistaken, I was just reading an intersex person, whereas now titties. Because it was meant to represent that balance between the masculine and the feminine and that singularity that in this sense, it's like holy. It's special. You know what I mean? To be able to have that balance between things. You can't have light without dark, and you can't have dark without light. It needs to be able to work in harmony. And the World card is the final card in the Major Arcana in the Fool's Journey. It's the winning card. It's the you did it. You came through all of that. You've been through your adventure and you've come out the other end. Fucking good on you, right? This is a very, very positive card. It even has like all of these elementals and everything to like represent that balance between the divine and spirit and the universe and earth and nature, right? That's a spiffy ass card. And then you have the 6 of Cups underneath it. I love this card so much because it's like, think about what it's meant to be like when you're kids. You're not worried about the bills. You shouldn't have to be worried about the bills, right? That's an adult thing. That's for your parents to have to worry about. I know that some of us end up having to start working when we're young to be able to help. And as far as I'm concerned, I want to talk to your parents. What the fuck, right? One of my besties is Scottish and a second child. So she wound up, I was led to believe it was a Scottish thing. So I mean, no disrespect. She's the one who paid the bills. She's the one who was helping her parents out. And meanwhile, her older sister, the elder, was off the eternal. I used to always joke about, like, how's your eternal student doing? How's the eternal student? Because she just kept going back to school and now she's getting her master's. Now she's doing this, right? And meanwhile, my friend was busting her ass. She's one of the OGs at Amazon here in Seattle. You know what I mean? And it's always, ever since I was young back then, bugged me when children have to take care of their parents when they're young. They have to work to pay the bills. It's like, but you should be able to be carefree and safe. There's even this guard off to this where? Over here. Vibing out. So not only are they able to play and frolic with those cups full of life and plants and stuff, right? But they're safe. They're protected and watched over, able to be carefree. They don't know of any danger. They shouldn't. They don't have to. They're able to just exist and be children, right? So that comes like, I feel like that just emphasizes this winning thing, this like coming to this point where it's like, oh, like you've come to some realizations and stuff, right? And there's this awe for life, this pep or whatever the heck, right? Sometimes I get so like, I'm just so like, woo, that I can't sleep. It's not insomnia. It's just, I'm so fucking jazzed, you know? Maybe you understand. But then choking on myself. Confirmation. But then we come to the Five of Cups. So at some point, there's some element, something going on that maybe you're mourning, and I'm sorry, or there's something that brings you down that you can't let go of, or you've been struggling at least. Seriously, what the fuck? Pardonnez-moi. That you've been struggling to let go of. Like phlegm, right? My goodness. I'm sorry. I'm never going to do one of these after I work out ever again, Pam. I promise. So, they're like, they can't stop, excuse me, I'm so sorry. They can't stop looking at those cups. The spilt milk. They don't realize that there's two upright behind them. There's a bridge. There's a way to go home. They have a means to move on. They have a new beginning, right? Oh my God, I can't stop coughing. My eyes, even my eyeballs are spitting. But we have the Queen, the Queen of Wands. Fuck me. We have the Queen of Swords. Underneath, this is so chaotic. We have the Queen of Swords underneath. And not only is she a queen, so there's that compassion, that nurturing, that intuitiveness, really emphasized with the swords, right? But she can smell bullshit coming from a mile away. You know me. I always say that the kings and queens of swords are really good at friendly debates. She is not... That's what you need right about now. You need to bust out that Queen of Swords energy and be like, you know what? No. You shoot. You get out of here. Because she's capable of being herself and having her own mind and thoughts and hearing other opinions and not being so easily persuaded. I feel like she's been coming up a lot, hasn't she? In these generals. But it's also an emphasis on truth. Maybe you've been having some clarity with this moment, this week, this time that's been really helping you with this. You know, kind of like how I say that the past only holds wisdom now. So stop dwelling. You already felt that betrayal. You already felt that pain. There's no need to feel it anymore, okay? You've been there and you've done that. The past only has wisdom to gain, right? Which takes us to the Five of Swords. And I like to think of the Five of Swords as kind of like, it could go either way. Sometimes it's speaking of conflict, right? And like the people in the background are kind of, you know, they're the losers. They're not happy. And this person in the foreground is like, yeah, I like to call it the fuck around and find out card. But it can also represent looking back over the years, over your life, and recognizing how far you've come, how much you've learned with all of that wisdom, right? How much you've grown, right? How much you've overcome. And underneath that is the Chariot, fam. That's a card of movement. But I want you to notice, I point it out every time because it's awesome, those Sphinx buddies are not tethered, are they? No. This is such an intuitive card. This charioteer knows exactly what they're doing, exactly where they're going, and it's go time. It's just like, all right, just give it a minute. We're waiting for the signal and go. You know what I mean? They are very connected with the divine, with the universe. Their entire outfit, their armor, they have stars in that crown or whatever tiara on their head and stuff, like that beautiful golden background, right? They're very sure of themselves. Through everything that you have learned, you're not only strong and resilient, you're secure within yourself. I am secure. I am focused and determined, and I am capable of whatever I set my mind to. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. I like to think of like harmony, working and like co-creating with the divine type of energy. But this card can also speak, and I know it's Pentacles, but it's the earth. That's everything. That's your sustenance. That's planting the seeds and cultivating that beautiful garden, you know, talking to the plants and taking care of them and enjoying the fruits of your labors. But with this card also speaks of your hard work panning out, like meaning something, and like laying that base for all of the prosperity that you've earned, right? It can be harmony with the people that you're working with, the relationships in your life, everyone, you know, like when you work on a team and everyone's doing their part and it's perfect. It's kind of like the OG, I have a preference, the OG Lord of the Rings movies. They were so good because every single person, the actors, the costumers, oh my God, the freaking, you know what I mean? Everyone brought their A game to those projects, right? And it was incredible. They freaking won all the awards and all that shit. That's this energy, right? So I don't know, whatever vibe matches, whatever resonates. Are we talking about co-creating with the divine and that kind of harmony with your coworkers? Or are we talking about beginning to see the fruits of your labor? Beginning to see that, wow, you know, you may not even recognize it yet, but whatever you're doing, whatever you've been working on that you've hit that point with, this is it. You've got, like, there it is, the charioteer. You know what you're doing. Can you hear that car? That's some bass. Dang. It's not garbage day. They know what they're doing. They've made their plans. They've gone over it and over it and over it and fine-tuned and all that good shit. They know what they're doing and it's go time, right? Fuck yeah, it is. What's on the bottom? The Nine of Swords? Why are the Nine of Swords on the bottom? Fam, why is that the main chest? That's like anxieties in this loop. You're stuck in a loop and you can't, and you're barely able to sleep. Why is that the opposite of what I was talking about earlier? Being so jazzed that's keeping you awake. Like, oh my God, where's the button? I need to just pause. You know what I mean? This is like, you're so worried about something like, is this working out? Am I doing the right thing? And yeah. You've come so far. Yeah, you are. You believe in yourself, okay? Because you're doing the thing. And remember that with the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck, we got the Shark card, but we also, the main gist for that one was the Star card. That you can manifest whatever the heck you want, fam. Tap into your heart. Follow. Like, some people think that we shouldn't be following our hearts and letting that be our true north. And I call bullshit. Like, if that's not for you, fine. But don't ruin it for everybody else, okay? Like, you trust yourself. You know who you are. You know what makes your soul purr. Are you honest to a fault? I know I am. Right? You know what you're doing with the Queen of Swords? That's one of the 3 swords in the whole deck that's going straight up. It's not wavering. It's not tilted. You know what I mean? It's fine. It's fine. You know, you have, like, I know I don't deal with reversals, but this is like a balance has occurred. And that's been one of the themes going on, right? The 2 of Pentacles, being able to find that balance and shit. You're doing the thing. Keep going. That itself has been a general theme, at least here on this channel with my readings. Keep going. You're doing it. It's going to take as long as it needs to, but I don't think it's going to. This is looking pretty good from where I'm sitting. Thank you very much. Oh, damn. What are the extra notes for this reading? I didn't bother pre-shuffling these assholes because then I end up, you know, the vibe, just whatever. Hello? Hello? Oh my God. Okay, what are these that fell out? We have Capricorn. Why do you keep asking the same question? Backstabber. Please tell me that you don't consider that person a friend, because they have no right to that title. Thank you. Okay, all right. That's so funny. I have one. I used to work in a fire and water damage restoration, and there used to be the soap opera called As the World Turns, and I used to say As the Yellow Van Turns, because that was my first real job. So that was the first time I got to learn that it's kind of like you're back in school sometimes, and you're still surrounded by drama and soap opera bullshit, and it's like, why, right? So I find it really funny that that's coming up after I was talking about harmony, like in a work environment or just your relationships and stuff. But also, it can't rain all the time. Where are my fellow goths at, right? But if I were able to shuffle and do things the way I want to, I'm going to be stubborn, and then we're going to call it good, okay? This candle always just peters out on me. Hey, Geminis. Hi, you're some of my favorite people on earth. What's up? Suffering the consequences of others. Are we? That shit doesn't belong on our shoulders. No, get it out of there. And on the bottom, we have my I See You card, but not in the best of ways. Someone's creeping on you. Who's creeping on you? Don't take that shit. Okay, listen. You be safe. Okay? I officially want you to remember, please be safe. Okay? You be safe out there. You're not doing anything wrong. Handle your shit, right? Oh, fam, you be careful. They can just stay over in their realm and leave your realm the heck alone as far as I'm concerned, all right? Yeah. Like, whatever you have that's stressing you out doesn't belong to you, is what I'm getting with these. It doesn't belong to you. You don't deserve that. You have done the thing. You are incredible, and you just need to follow through. Just keep going. Don't let their negativity hold you back anymore, okay? I say that because I'm looking at this too, all right? Yeah, there's your reminder. You've got this. Fuck them. You've got this. Oh, fam, you be careful. And thank you so much for keeping me company this whole time. That means so much to us YouTubers, you know. And I hope you also know that I love you.